Hi Year 5, I hope you're all okay and you're back into the swing of doing some schoolwork. I hope you enjoyed the lessons that we posted for you yesterday and that you feel like you've really got something from it. So this is day 2 of the game and new topic in literacy, and I don't know if you can remember from yesterday, but it's a finding story. So we talked quickly about the structure of a finding story yesterday, didn't we? So I'm just going to quickly remind you of that now before we carry on. So it starts with an opening. There's an opening to our story, and that's where we introduce the main character or characters. In our model text, again, we have 2 main characters, don't we? So then we have a build-up. We have the build-up to the problem. So the build-up is our main characters, they go somewhere and they find something. That's the key part. They find something. And then we have the problem. Something goes wrong with what they found. So in our model text, the main characters found the board game, and then the board game came to life and a spider came out. That was our problem, wasn't it? And the resolution, the main characters put back the object, the problem goes away. They roll the 6, the spider goes away, they put the game back. And the ending, all is well, and there's a lesson learned. So it's not too dissimilar to the structure of a suspense story that we did a few months ago. So it should be quite similar to what we already know. So yesterday I'm hoping that you've written your prediction, and if you haven't already, can you send us your predictions either via the Year 5 email address or post them on your Purple Mash blog. We'd love to see what you thought would happen. And I'm also hoping that you have looked at the words in the model text that you don't understand and that you've found the meanings of them. And if you haven't done so already, reread the text now with knowing the meaning of the new words, and see if that will aid your understanding in any way. So today it's a slightly shorter video from me, but that doesn't mean that the task needs any less effort from you. So we're going to be thinking about the story from a reader's perspective. So we've done this many times in class. We're going to be reading like a reader. Now, this particular activity we've done when we looked at suspense stories. So if you can cast your mind back all those months ago to when we thought about suspense stories, and we're going to be thinking about our finding story in the same way as we thought about our suspense story. So we are going to be thinking about, now I think it might be backwards for you, but you get the idea. Something that you liked about the story, something that you disliked about the story, something you would like to know going forward, and something that you were surprised about. Hopefully this is all sounding very familiar to you. So it's up to you how you set it out. I've set mine out like a grid, but you can just write some notes, some sentences, you could do a thought bubble, it's up to you. So I'm just going to talk you through some things, some of my feelings towards the story, just to help you and give you a starter. So something that I liked about the story, I really liked that the story ended on a cliffhanger, and that Billy went to get the box and we don't know what happens to him. Something that I disliked that there was a spider in there because I hate spiders. So maybe when I write my own story, I'll use a different animal. Something that I would like to know, well, there's 2 things I'd really like to know. Where did the spider come from? That wasn't really clear in the story, was it? I know it came from the board game, but how did it get into the board game? Where does the board game lead to? That kind of thing. And has this happened at school before? If that game's been in that classroom, then surely somebody must have played with that game before. So has it happened before? Have they experienced it? Was it a different animal last time? So there's lots of questions that we could ask about this story. So hopefully you will have lots in the I would like to know column. And then finally, something I was surprised about. I was quite surprised about how easily it was solved. There's this scary spider coming out of the game, and it's terrorising everything, and Mrs. Albright. And then all of a sudden, she rolls 2 6s and it's gone. So maybe that's something you can think about in your story. Are you going to make it a bit harder? Or are you going to add a bit more detail into getting rid of your monster? So I'm going to pause the video now, and I'm going to fill in my grid like I'd like you to. And then I'll show you what it looks like. So as you can see, I've filled mine in now. And it's just what I was talking to you about. But can you see how I've added a lot of detail in each of them? So if you can see very well. I haven't just wrote a few words. I've really thought about what I've written, and I've also made some notes, starting to think about my own finding story, and when I write my own story, what I can change from the model text and what I can add. Now, if you can do this now, then this will really help you with the process in the next few lessons, because we'll be thinking about planning our own story and how we can change the model text. Okay, so that's your challenge. Can you answer, fill in the grid, think about what you liked, dislike, what you'd like to know, what you were surprised about, and use this to think about how you're going to write your own story and what your own story is going to include. Now, when you've completed your grid or your thought bubble or your sentences, whatever it is, please send us a picture on to the Year 5 email or post it on your blog. We'd love to hear your ideas and hear your views on it, because remember, reading, it's all about perception and what we think about it, and not everyone's views are going to be the same, and that's absolutely fine. So we'd love to hear if you like the story, and we'd love you to have a bit of a conversation between yourselves on the blog about your views, because remember, when we're in class, we have those discussions, don't we, about what we thought. So it'd be nice if we could still carry that on. So I'll set up a post today on each blog so we can talk about the story and what we thought. Feel free to make it pretty, colour it in, make it look nice, because this is going to be your tool to help you over the next few weeks. If you've got any questions about anything I've said, you can rewatch the video and see if I answered it earlier on, or feel free again to email us or post your questions on the blog. Okay, I look forward to hearing what you thought about the story. See you tomorrow. Bye.